Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Age of Rebellion, Week 8, Part 3, where we are all sitting like this because we're waiting for a response from the captain of the ship that we're trying to stop. Mike, you're muted.
Still muted.
No, I'm not. I'm just messing with you.
Mike,
Hey!
Mike, you're muted.
No, I'm not.
Mike,
It's a lie.
Mike, you're screaming.
Mike. I'm just kidding.
Mike, you're crying inside.
Dude, doing this is actually, like, really uncomfortable.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Where's that why you always lying meme when you need it? You need to have that on
It's called
Twitch,
Sour
man.
Please.
Do it. Go, Ian. Do the sour, please.
That's just sad.
Emily, what are you drinking?
I can't remember how to do it.
You having one beer?
Stout.
Don't you just write sour, please?
You have
in the
you have
chat?
beer at your house?
I have one beer.
One beer.
One beer.
I am surprised that you have one beer at your house.
In my head.
I had one beer the other day.
You did. I had one beer today.
No way.
It was not my dad's. It actually is my
Dude,
dad's. And
That stuff is so good.
it is a rooted beer, but it is actually also a real to beer. It's a real alcohol beer.
We are not sponsored by Not Your Father's Root Beer, just to be clear. This is not a sponsored
Oh,
video.
there you can see it where it says that there's.
Not your father's
It's weird but it actually tastes like root beer. So I've had like flavored beers that are like we're root beer, but this one actually does taste just like good root beer.
It's very convincing.
Yeah, it's sweet. I'm gonna get some more for this weekend, Emily, so we can have some. We can get down on a Friday night for one beer.
We are almost out of time. We must press
Sorry,
on.
go ahead.
We must press on to the cliffhanger.
Oh.
Or
So,
minus.
your response from Commander Nor is as follows. She says, "It's been a long day, sir. I'm sorry. Are you going to be up for our meeting soon?"
I'm not feeling very well.
You want me to send the medic down?
No. It smells terrible.
Okay, sir. Everyone, thanks for tuning in to Age of Rebellion. We will never be back. Goodbye.
Stops.
I've got my protocol
Oh,
set
no.
up on my data pad. I can send him and talk to you through him. But I've got to get these companions out of here before they faint.
That's why
Oh.
if you think that this is bad, just wait till we start playing Blades in the dark.
Yeah.
Blades in the
Where
dank.
prostitution is an actual mechanic. So,
We're making it an actual mechanic in this game.
so she says, "Very well, sir. I'll let the guards know to let your companions pass and feel better."
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, Mike, this is one of those moments that, like, you know, you hear about, like, people say, like, you can never prepare for what the player characters are going to actually do. Let's go to Kundrakar.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of those moments.
It's actually a Tarask.
Yeah, well, that ruined it for me. That's another reference to our previous campaign. We had a mountain. It was called Kundrakar, and there was a whole other like module that I had set aside in case they went there. And then they had like ignored that and gone on to another totally different thing. And then like half of my party came to the session and was like, "We're gonna go to Kundrakar," and I was like, I spent all week preparing for this other thing, and then they didn't. But and then when I stopped being the DM and someone else became the DM, they were like, "Yeah, it's a Tarask," which is like a giant. It's like the biggest creature in the universe. So, anyway, continue on.
That is after said GM introduced his campaign as a dragon lands on the town and says hello.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, it made me kind of sad. Anyway.
Continuing on. We have like good
30
20
minutes.
left.
Yeah,
so
20, 25.
Continue.
Let's go to this Captain Lady thing. I don't know anymore.
Yeah. Captain Lady thing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Newer.
But are all of us gonna go? Because
Yeah.
a couple of us are prostitutes, apparently.
All 3 of you are prostitutes.
True.
This is a VIP.
I know what you're saying.
A
Not
very
Less important person. I mean, unless somebody wants to stay in the room.
Nope, that's okay. I will go.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. I'm good.
I do ask as we're walking though. I ask the party like, okay guys, how long are we holding on to this thing? Is it just until we get into the door and then are we guns blazing, or what's the plan
I
here?
like that idea.
We need a plan. What do we want? The ship out of hyperspace. When do we want it? Now. Okay.
I just worry about going to the bridge of the ship and then having a rifle and them being like, wow, you have a weird kink for a prostitute to have a rifle on my bridge,
Sure.
And then you shoot her
so
with the rifle.
I mean, our options are to go in heavy or to try to trick them, and
I think we pushed our luck. I say we go in heavy.
I do suspect that diplomacy won't get very far
I'm way
at
into
this
it.
point.
you guys are
she,
you guys
she
are
does
pretty
think
you guys are pretty much reaching the end of
Peak velocity.
as what you think you could probably push the diplomacy route on this. Because at some point, you're gonna have to, be all like, yeah, we're taking control of the ship now. That has to happen at some point.
No,
Yeah,
we could just
and-
get him with our charm. You want to give me that ship? I'll give you what you want in lieu of that. Just kidding. In lieu, inside of lieu.
Hey, I've always got my jizz box. I still
There
got
is-
that.
There is explicit rules within the rulebook for an impossible dice roll. Would you like me to read them?
No, that's okay. I understand.
No, I'm okay.
Nobody else wants to hear what that's about.
Zabo straight up says to the group, I think it's time we make ourselves known, our intentions aboard the ship.
It's probably the best thing to be prepared for at this point. We've managed to play it pretty damn safe so far.
A chill goes down Lark's spine as she anticipates battle. Her rustles are thoroughly jimmied. I mean...
Oh. I didn't think to do that.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. I wanna take an opportunity to give you guys a rundown of tactical knowledge that you have at this point, so you can make an informed decision as to how you want to proceed with this plan of
Okay.
attack. You can go through the ventral security tunnels, which is the route that you have been taking this entire time. There is still open to you. There are some vents scattered throughout that would most likely lead into that security compartment as well at the end of the tunnels. So you have.
Can you
that
explain
as
the
an
vents a little bit more?
yeah. Do we know about the vents?
Like, how big are they? Can I shoot out of them? Just
They're
the normal
large enough-
questions.
They're large enough to crawl through, and your general knowledge of ships and how they're laid out would tell you that, generally speaking, throughout almost the entire ship, you have ventilation vents and ducts and different maintenance hatchways and, as turbo shafts or what have you, and they are scattered and winding throughout the whole ship. So you're far enough into the ship now where it'd be relatively easy for you to enter one vent and within short order find the route and take those vents to the security compartment and go in that way. You wouldn't have to make any checks or anything because you're close enough now that it's easy to find the way. But there's a whole lot of vents that go throughout most of the ship. So you can do that, or you can go through the ventral security tunnels that you've been going through this entire time.
I look up at the vents and say, I think it'd be wise for us to maintain at least some level of surprise, or some level of advantage going into this. Perhaps I should go up through there. Eos was a performer once in her lifetime. She could probably pull off the companion bit a little bit easier than I could.
Sure, I can do that.
Is that cool?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Zabo, I think that you are a mighty fine addition to go through the front door and slap with an
I can't
axe.
fit in the vents, so
I know. What I'm saying is I think you're in the right you're the right man for the job here. And obviously, Bibo, you're our way in, so. What does it take to get inside of the vents?
You'd have to, either pry one off the wall or use like a screwdriver or something to take the screws out.
Okay. I have climbing gear. Could I use like one of those little like handheld grappling hooks to like grapple hook into like a vent and then like yank it off?
If you're aiming for one that's up high on the wall, sure. There's also some at floor level as well if you want to go through one of those instead.
Like how far into the floor do they go?
At floor level. Like on the wall at floor level.
Okay, I understand. So they're not like under someone's feet.
Right.
Okay. Then I want to go for the
In
ones up high.
side
Yeah, I want to
the
go.
side of the wall.
Then I want to go for the one up high.
Okay. Sure.
Okay,
You
so
can do that.
I take out my little thing and I go, bink, and it goes like, and then I hit like another button, like a trigger on the backside, and it goes like, and I go like, Bibo or Zabo, can both of you hold this? It's because it's gonna pull me up, and I want to like instead have it stay stationary and it pull the vent off. So I need someone with a little bit,
Zabo just stretches his arm out and grabs it.
Okay, I pull the trigger and hope that it pulls it off.
Sure, it does.
Okay, great. So, and I try to catch it as it comes down, if I can.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I lay it down, and then I like reel it in, the grappling hook cord, and then I shoot it again in there, and I attach it to my belt and zip line up.
Okay.
Just like the things in episode 1. You know how like all the people are like, we're going up the side of the building.
Right.
Just like those. So.
Yeah. Because every blaster comes with a grappling hook attachment, right?
Yeah, especially if you're like, a senator. That makes sense. So yeah.
Duty calls.
Yes. Yeah. So I go up into the vent. What do I see in the vent?
You come up into the vent and you have, two options. You can go left, you can go right. It's this section of the vent seems like it's fairly clean and well kept. At this moment, you don't see any signs of serious corrosion in your immediate area, but
Do I notice any
right-
detection bits?
no.
Okay.
To your right would lead you forward towards the front of the ship, which is the direction you'd want to go. You can look back as well and see long vents with branches going off every which way, and it looks like that's the maze of vents that would lead you back the way you just came
Right.
in the ship. So
Okay. Now, if I'm understanding correctly from previous times, I do not have my tagger anymore, my surveillance tagger, correct?
right.
Okay.
I think that we were not able to get
Right.
that back.
So I pull out my low-band comlink scanner. All it does is intercept comlink communications, and I
Okay.
I imagine that because I'm wearing this armor, this what is it called? Type 3 Barathron personal modular armor. I imagine that like it just kind of can fit into like the forearm piece, and so I'm just keeping that out so that I'm scanning for comms as I'm crawling through the vents.
Okay. Yeah, so you're crawling through the vents, you're monitoring comms. Every once in a while, you'll pick up just a random bit of comm chatter between the troopers. A couple of the snippets that you get reference your group. You guys are on your way to the security compartment.
What are they
to
What are
meet
they
up
saying
with
about the group?
Commander. They're just saying, just a heads up, we got a small party coming up. They're going to be meeting with Commander Noor. Give him a warm welcome.
Okay. I radio in to the rest of the crew. Before I can't go much further before we let them do a thing because that wouldn't make sense. So I just radio in like that the first sign I get and say like, it sounds like they're ready for us. Several troopers have. I've picked up comms on several troopers that are aware of our presence. They don't seem threatening though. Not yet.
Good to know.
Okay. As far
Xavier's
as the
just like,
rest
let's
of
do
you,
this.
as far as the rest of you go, you can head out into those access tunnels there. If you would like.
We do.
Yeah.
Let us go.
You head out there, and the guards there are like, "We apologize for holding you up. Sincere apologies, but we've got tight security around here. We can't just let anyone pass by. You understand?"
Not a problem at all.
And they're like, "It's down that way, about 400 meters down the tunnel."
I also radio into Bebo and I say, Bebo, can you keep your comm lines open so I can monitor the situation from your end as well? Like just basically
Sure.
keep your just keep your microphone open so I can hear like, if you guys get
Yeah.
into trouble. Cool, thanks.
I do it.
Does any of the three of you have piloting planetary?
I do.
Question.
Can I pilot the vents?
Well,
I
Wow.
have-
let me check.
Nope. I already know that. I know the answer to that one already.
Zabo knows how to pilot an axe.
I have piloting space.
It is not the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a big planet.
I also have piloting space.
Like, you don't know how to pilot a planet? Come on, guys.
You'll never make it on the Death Star.
Damn.
So, for that, we could either you guys can ask one of these gentlemen to pilot this gift for you, or if you want to try to pilot it yourself, there would be
I
checks
drove
involved.
it before. I think I
It's
put a
true, he
check on
did.
it, didn't I?
Yeah, well, you'd have to take
Well,
a check on it.
yeah, and
to drive
I
it.
kind of taught him how to do it though at that time. Like I instructed him on how to do it.
It wouldn't be a significantly difficult check, but there'd be a check nonetheless.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Survival, right?
No, not survival.
Charm?
So,
Well, I'm
it's negotiation, right? You use
You just-
negotiation and
yeah, you're like,
negotiate with the
Machine,
Yeah.
work,
Let me operate.
I pat the skiff.
function, young skiff, function,
hello, friend.
function for Bebo, pat, pat, pat.
Do not be afraid.
Hey, that's my line.
Sorry.
Giving you a chance there. So you're just gonna roll a piloting planetary, Bebo.
Okay.
If someone else has more than one die in piloting planetary, maybe they should drive.
Where is that again?
It's under
I
skills.
do. I have two.
What?
Okay. So we can either, I think the way we could do that, we can give you a choice. We can have Zabo pilot with just the two unmodified green ability die. But if you want to continue trying to do it, Bebo, because of Lark's instruction to you, you'd get a boost die
What's better?
alongside your one. So whichever one you guys want to do.
Is there one that is better?
The boost die, I think, how many?
Like whatever.
Technically, the boost die would give you
Whatever
more
gets us there.
chances.
Okay.
No. I
No?
think it'd be better to do Zabo driving. That gives you a better chance of success, I think.
Yeah, the
He's
D.
good.
Yeah, the D8 is better than the D6.
Okay, well, I step onto the thing, and I look at it, and I guess I press go.
Okay. Go ahead and make your piloting planetary check.
Nice.
I mean,
You
Oh
did it.
wait. Sorry, I was looking at Commander
Yeah.
Noor's.
Just kidding.
It was a fail.
Oh, never mind. So here, okay, if you're looking at the stream, I'm up here, and I see this one come up, and I'm like, oh great, you really did well. How did you roll 3 dice? I don't know. And then I'm like, oh, you're not Space Master GM.
Unfortunately, failure with advantage. So, you try to start it up and put a little bit too much on the gas and kind of lurch forward and stop the brakes like right before you like crash into a wall. And one of the other guys comes up and says, "Why don't you let me drive it?"
Wait, one of what other guys?
The guards that's there.
Oh.
That would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, so he climbs on, takes the driver's spot, and starts moving down towards the end of the tunnel.
Good for him.
So, we're not going to have any rules for you, Matt, for navigating the vents. It's going to take you a few minutes.
Do I need to roll like stealth or anything to get there unknown?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I found out something, by the way. I
Yeah?
have a skill related, or a talent related to stealth checks. I have Stalker. Add boost per rank of Stalker to all stealth and coordination checks.
Cool.
So I will add a
We
boost
can
die
do that.
to this check.
We will.
I have that for athletics, so
Nice.
good to know.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and make your stealth roll whenever you're ready, Matt.
Alrighty. Boom.
What do we got?
The big ol' win.
Advantage. No success though, but with advantage. Okay, so you're crawling through the vents.
But that doesn't mean
And
it's a
as you
failure, right? Like,
It does.
really? Because
If
there wasn't a failure rolled either. I thought if it wasn't like, I thought if
Yeah, but you have
failure.
0 successes.
Yeah.
Well,
but
right,
you
right.
have to
I just
have-
thought that if failure wasn't rolled, or success and failure weren't rolled, then it went to advantage or threat for tiebreakers.
Well, if they cancel each other out, it's still kind of like, you know.
Yeah, as far as that goes, it's like if there's not more successes than failures, then it counts as a failure.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if we've been doing it that way up until now. But
I
that's
probably just had it wrong in my head.
That's okay, you know. But what we're gonna do with that is you got advantage though, so it's not gonna be as bad as it could be. You're passing a vent that leads out into a hallway. So if you like peek out, you see a hallway, and you see a pair of Navy workers. They're passing by, and there was someone left a wrench in the vent, right? And you kind of like knock it with your elbow, and it makes a loud clash, and you see the two guards outside the vent. They kind of like stop.
Mhm.
What do you do?
I lay perfectly still.
Okay. Yeah, so they stand there for a second and listen.
Are there
One
any?
of them just
Are there like rats in the space universe?
I'm getting there.
Star Wars
I'm
universe.
getting there.
Okay, sorry.
One of them turns to the other one, and says, "Must have been one of the Rantats again."
I lay there and nod in my own brain, like, yeah, that must be it.
And they move on.
Okay.
Can you roll? And then do you move on, Matt?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not gonna lay there forever. I'm not taking a nap.
Okay.
I pick up the wrench though. I do. I take the wrench.
Yeah, you have a wrench now. Add one wrench.
What kind of wrench is it?
It's one of those like plumbing wrenches, right? Like the big.
It's a damn
red
pipe
ones.
wrench.
Yeah, it's. a
I
pipe
didn't
wrench.
notice that. Big red clunk. Oh no! Okay, I'll add
Can
that
you
to
roll perception as you move along, Lark?
my. Yeah.
Your dice pool is set whenever.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find it. There it is.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you don't notice anything else really as you go along. It's gonna take you a few minutes, so within those maybe like between 5 and 10 minutes or so that it takes you to get to where your destination is, there's at least one more time where you're passing a vent and you notice some guards stationed like right outside the vent, so you're able to hunker down and not be noticed on your way there.
Okay.
Because of the disparity though between the travel times, the rest of the group is going to arrive probably like 5 minutes before you, Matt,
Okay.
and the security department. or compartment rather.
Well, anything
So-
could happen then.
5 minutes, man.
Beto,
So you
Beto.
guys pull up. By you guys, I mean Zabo, Eos, and Bebo.
Mhm.
You pull up, and the guy parks and says, "Here you are. This is access to the security department." And there's a open blast door, and it leads into a rather spacious room with a shiny black floor. And there's probably about 6 Navy troopers stationed in there. And you walk inside, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
All right. So one of the guards that's there, he looks up from his console when he sees you walk in, and says, "You must be Mr. Zale's party. Is that correct?"
When I hear that, I just I listen closely on my headset, and I'm like, crap, and I kind of not double time because I'm still trying my hardest to be stealthy above all else,
Sure.
but I kind of try to go faster where I can.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. So that's what he says. "You must be Mr. Zale's party, I presume."
That's right.
That would be correct.
He says, "Commander Noor will be here shortly. You can wait here if you like. There's probably some chairs or something that you guys can wait on."
Fair enough.
Wonderful. We look around and survey the room.
Okay. Roll perception as you survey.
Can we all do it?
Yeah, you can all roll perception.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.
Fucking fail.
Sweet. I've got good perception.
Actually, no,
Alright.
you succeeded.
You succeeded, Bebo. You just got threat. That's all.
Yeah. I hate this room.
Okay.
You know what everything that's
So-
in the room, but you hate it.
You're looking around, and the information you're able to get, there's approximately 6 Navy troopers, all armed with blaster pistols here in the room. And what happens is one of them notices you looking around and kind of approaches and says, "Are you looking for something specific?" But you don't get a chance to respond because at that point, Matt, at this point, Lark
Hi.
crawls up to one of the vents, and you hear that. You hear, "Are you looking for something specific?" And you can look through the vent, and you see your party there. And at that same time, the main blast doors at the other end of the compartment that you guys entered on open, and this woman walks out with the Imperial officer's uniform. Her blonde hair is tied back in a bun under a Imperial hat, and she says, "Where's Mr. Zale's group?" And we're gonna end there for the night.
Awesome. Cool. Well, this was fun. This was a good session. We had a good time. And we've done a lot this time. A lot of skull digging. A lot of rolling. A lot of fun times. Thanks, Mike. This was a really good session. Cool. Well, we're going to go around and do some quick shout-outs, and then we'll end the show by letting you know what's happening next time. But before we do, I just want to make sure that you all know that you can hit the follow button, which is... Ian, could you point down, please? It's below Ian. It's down there. It's a little heart. You can hit that, and if you hit that, you'll get an email or other notifications, depending on your settings, about when we go live. We go live every Tuesday when we do this, and other times when we play other games. So, yeah, we'd appreciate to have you guys watching this more often, and have you guys come back, because this is definitely a show that rewards those who invest every time. And if you can't come, that's fine too, because we do post our videos on YouTube after they have aired live on Twitch right here. Anyway, let's go ahead and plug some things. Emily, what would you like to plug tonight?
So actually there is a channel that I stumbled upon recently on YouTube, and it's called Ace Waters. That's ACE Waters. And this guy essentially does a lot of video game inspired music, and it's really, really super rad. He does a lot of everything from retro video games to like the theme of the Netflix Daredevil show. So there's a lot of contemporary stuff, and a lot of retro stuff as well. So if you enjoy video game inspired music that's like live performance stuff, it's really, really rad. So Ace Waters on YouTube. And you can follow me, of course, on Twitter at MMightySophia, the word mighty, Sofia, which is also my YouTube channel where I do TV reviews and stuff. But yeah, that's me.
Cool. Thank you. Ian.
I'm Ian. Follow me on Twitter. My last SWAT song. That's it. I'm pretty boring, honestly. Right now, at least.
Right now I'm boring, but tomorrow I will be great.
Maybe
Well-
I'll have something to say. I don't know. Shout out to John Harper
Oh, yeah.
for having his Blaze in the Dark session. Go watch it. It's fantastic.
Yep.
I don't think I can stress how great it is to watch like a guy GMing his own game when he knows everything about it.
Yeah,
So,
talk
I
about
mean,
knowing the game. Someone
wanna-
tries to get you out of something like, I made this game.
Yeah.
Maybe you can give us like a 1 minute scene or something from the most recent episodes of Blades in the Dark that kind of encapsulates what that campaign and game is about. What was your
So-
favorite scene?
I haven't watched all of the new session.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen everything because I was at work today. But I don't know. I think it's just fantastic. The gang in there is selling Leviathan blood, which is essentially these big demon whales.
Me
And they're
too.
selling them to people, and
They're
they're killing people.
They're selling
and-
drug-laced tattoos is what they're selling.
Yeah,
basically.
they are now.
Dude. Wow.
They're killing people and taking over gang territory and selling demon blood drugs and
Just trying to get married,
yeah, that's happening.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's insane. I love it. It's fantastic.
I'm excited to
know,
play that when we get
It's
to
gonna
play
be
this.
so good.
Mike, if you were to take a guess, how many more sessions of Age of Rebellion do you think we have until the Prelimian Hall is over? One more session until Prelimian Hall is over.
We should be done next
Estimated. And
Wow.
after that, we'll probably take a week-long breek, and then Mike is going to do an episode of kind of an introduction, wherein he will be like, hey, this is how this works, and how this game works, and players, tune in.
week. Ian will probably join me
Cool.
on that discussion.
Cool,
Yeah.
and then from there we'll do character creation and hop right in to the next one. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that one. Michael, what about you? Any
That's me.
plugs? Yeah.
I would like to, let's see. I always like to plug Adam Coble. He's one of the guys that really inspired me to try to become a GM, and I get a lot of my inspiration for a lot of my attempted techniques from him. So he's fabulous. If you haven't seen any of his campaigns that he's run, I'd recommend checking out at the very least Swan Song. It's super good. It's done in the Stars Without Number setting, with the Stars Without Number system, which is another fabulous space sci-fi role-playing game.
If you're looking for something shorter from him, though,
yeah.
you should check out ItMeJP's. What did they call their Age of Rebellion campaign? The one they already did.
It was just the
Just-
one shot was Age of Rebellion.
Okay, so yeah, you should check out the one shot they did with the Age of Rebellion. It's got Jesse Cox and stuff. It's just a shorter. Swan Song is we're in week 47 now, so
Yeah.
it's
But-
great,
Yeah.
but it's a
To be
long term.
real, the main reason you want to check out that Age of Rebellion one shot is because of Jesse Cox. Because
Yes.
his protocol
Yes.
droid is
Yeah, he
phenomenal.
does a great job.
Oh no.
Yeah, he does a really great
But
job.
yeah, he does great. I'm going to continue working on the character sheet. I'm super excited to share it with you guys and show you what I've done. I do have my current version up on GitHub under Yater ODST. That's YATER ODST. You should be able to find it right quick. It should just be named like Blades in the Dark Character Sheet 1 or something like that. That's the most recent version if you want to check it out. If you're into coding, you can try to give me some feedback. I'm always open to that. I'm looking to improve it and make it as awesome as possible. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. I had a great time tonight. There was torture. There was weird stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like my player characters just want to make me uncomfortable. So
That's what
Mission
we live
accomplished.
for.
Yeah, that's our dream. Well, yeah, thanks for everyone for watching. As far as plugs for me, I'm going to plug my own voice and the fact that I cannot finish a sentence correctly. Sorry about that. But in reality, I'm going to plug this, because this is what I plug. You can check us all out on Twitter. Our links are underneath our faces right now. Also, in chat, which has all our Twitters right there. And then if you want to, you can go to our YouTube and check out all the previous episodes of this. And we upload them a couple days after they air. It depends on, honestly, how much work I have and when I get a chance to upload them. Michael, do you have a thing you'd like to say?
After you're done, I have one more thing to plug. So
Okay. And also, we stream every now and then. We don't have like a streaming schedule yet. That's kind of a work in progress. We're trying to get Ian set up to do some artwork. We're trying to get a studio set up going for some tabletop games and /or Magic the Gathering. Although real physical games require a bit more of a setup, which is why we do this on Roll20. And hopefully we'll be able to do that stuff. If you guys want to help us out with that, or you have any suggestions, feel free to message us on Twitch. I do check the messages on this account, so I will see it there. And Mike, what was your thing before we go?
in approximately 3 weeks is the release of Dark Souls 3.
No one cares. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I'm
kidding.
going to be doing a blind Let's Play here on Friendly Fire TV. I'll stream it. I don't know what time on the release day I'll be live. I'll tweet that out when it gets closer. Might use a sick day of work on release day or something
Nice.
like that. Yeah.
I've got the Dark Soul.
Yeah. Dark Souls is like my favorite video game of all time. The first one, that is, Dark Souls 1. I love it to death. I'm super excited for Souls 3, and it's going to be a fun experience doing a blind Let's Play.
Yeah.
So, yeah. See you
Cool.
then.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll be back next week, Tuesday, March 29th, I believe. Same time, same place, right here at twitch.tv/friendlyfiretv. Thanks for watching, and have a good night. Just kidding. I'm the worst. Anthony, what would you like to plug today before we go and I cut you off?
On the
Oops, sorry.
website for the board game I'm helping to test a little bit. Kickstarter, I believe, comes out next month. I'll plug it again when it's live. But you can check out orangenebula.com, see some cool art. There's a little bit about the game on there, too. It's pretty neat. So
Cool.
check it out.
What is the... Wait, can we post the link in the chat?
Yeah, yes, we can.
It is what, again? Orange Nebula?
I got it.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you. Sorry about cutting Anthony off and then coming back, and now we're going to go to some music. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.